Hey there! You just signed up for our free keto recipes today. You will receive an automatic email with all recipes straight to your email inbox in just a few minutes from now. Let's stop. Before you now start browsing through all these delicious recipes, we have some more additional keto gifts for you. In addition to your free keto recipes, we also want to give you our extensive keto kickstart packet.
Now, in our last video, we talked about replacements for certain ingredients in some common recipes that contain lots of carbs. Well, I know that it isn't easy to switch to the keto diet at all, because I used to be one of those people who freely call themselves sugar addicts. Cravings for sweets are perhaps one of the most complex food needs. On the health side, it may indicate a lack of some amino acid or even the growth of fungi in the organism, which is linked to increased levels of candida, an infection known as candidiasis. But the aim of today's video is linked to keto dieting and the appearance of sweet cravings at the beginning of this diet regime. It will be very hard, especially during the first month when you switch to keto. So how can we avoid cravings, especially sugar cravings? Well, today I'll share with you how I overcame my cravings. Now, one thing is certain. Do not think that treats are to blame for everything. Believe it or not, half of the sugar we eat comes from so-called salty and savory foods, such as bread and various pastries. Most pasta sauces or salad dressings, various crackers and spices contain hidden sugar. So remember that convenience foods are the ones that cause addiction to sugar. And the more we eat it, the more our body searches for it. Read the labels of convenience products before buying them, and after that, decide if you still want to buy them or not. And keep in mind that most of those products can be prepared at home, too. Instead of buying some seasoning that contains sugar, prepare it at home using dry herbs, mixing them in to your own personal taste. This applies to salad dressings, too. If you simply can't stop thinking about sweets, drink a cup of water or just get out for a walk for about 10 minutes. Or find any other job to do. It doesn't matter. Just don't go to the store and buy something sweet. This feeling of craving, according to health experts, will pass quickly with a brief environmental change or some new content that will turn our thoughts away from the sweets. Anything can help you forget how you just wanted to eat all of those cookies. Believe me, it works. That's why it's very important that you don't keep any sweets around you. Ask your family members to help you with this, and just don't bring any sweets home for at least a month. After that period, I bet you won't even reach for a sweet, even if it stands in front of you, as your craving crisis for sweets will be over. Now, when your sugar craving appears, the fastest way to cheat your brain is to chew a sugar-free chewing gum, best with a minty or menthol-like taste. Another trick is to use a teaspoon of cinnamon mixed with a couple of spoons of Greek yogurt. It's refreshing, and at the same time, with its pleasant smell and flavor, cinnamon prevents sudden fluctuations of glucose levels, so cravings will stop faster. Perhaps that sounds weird, but fermented food, like kefir, is a great way to stop our desire for sweets. The taste of kefir, when it comes to our taste senses, works just like sugar, and the probiotics and prebiotics it contains will prevent the appearance of the desire for sweet intake. Cravings for sweets usually appear when we are hungry, so unless you add healthy fats to your meal, the hunger will appear soon. Again, this is another plus of the keto diet. Adding a healthy fat into a meal will avoid this unbridled desire for sweets. Cravings for soda drinks usually appear in people who take too many stimulants, but at the same time do not drink enough water. On the other hand, this may be a sign of lack of calcium in the body. So again, first of all, keep a bottle of water near you, or involve keto-friendly food in your meals, such as kale, almonds, seeds, especially sesame and chia, spinach and broccoli, as they contain lots of calcium. Parmesan cheese is loaded with calcium, so try to add it into your meals. Another good source of calcium can be found in smaller fish with edible bones, such as sardines. As you see, you have plenty of food choices when it comes to calcium, and therefore, you can easily meet your calcium needs while sticking to keto-friendly food. And even more important for this chapter, the keto diet will take your sugar addiction away. Now, when it comes to avoiding the feeling of hunger, well, you need to eat at least 3 meals during the day. By that, I mean that you should base your diet on breakfast, lunch, and dinner. As this diet is based on consuming more healthy fats, the sense of hunger will surely not be present. I think that the bigger problem for most of us is our morning meal, or should I say, breakfast. Most of us just skip it with the excuse that we have no time to have breakfast. Well, I need to disagree with you if you confirmed my previous statement. We all have time. The problem occurs when we don't make a proper schedule for all of our obligations that we need to do throughout the day. Don't tell me you can't wake up 15 minutes earlier or you can't prepare your morning meal in the evening. There are plenty of recipes that can be prepared in advance, such as muffins, hard-boiled eggs, or slices of veggies like mushrooms. Remember, if we want to, we can always find the time for what matters to us. And I think that our health should take priority. Now, on the other hand, it will be difficult for those who have not had breakfast for years. Yes, it will be harder, but not impossible. Breakfast provides fuel for the body because after we sleep, our body and brain need a lot of energy. Breakfast stabilizes the blood sugar level and therefore regulates appetite and energy for the whole day. If we often skip breakfast, not only will our next meals be unnecessarily large, but our body will also try to keep nutrients and energy from the afternoon and evening meal for as long as possible in order to fight the lack of food and energy the next day. Our metabolism slows down first because it defends itself, or should I say, it keeps its reserves. And if you skip breakfast often, the metabolism slows down completely and food can't be used in an adequate way. This can lead to the onset of diseases. It also increases the incidence of cardiovascular events, metabolic, and sugar disorders. Thus, when metabolism slows down, instead of burning calories and losing weight, we will continue gaining more weight. Therefore, you should eat breakfast at least within an hour of waking up, because it will start your metabolism. Your breakfast meal doesn't need to be large. The point is that you eat something early in the morning, and so send the signal to your brain that it has available amounts of new energy. It's not a bad idea to drink a cup of tea or coffee during breakfast and relax a bit before another crazy day begins. And that's all for today. I hope that we'll see each other soon in our next video, where we'll talk about our main topic of this masterclass course, or the ways you can prepare your own keto meal plan. I'm looking forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks for watching.